and establish prayer and give zakat. And whatever good you put forward for yourselves, you will find with Allah. Assalamu alaikum, this is Micah Nicole, and I will be your host for this episode on zakat. As one of the pillars of Islam, zakat is a form of obligatory charity that has the potential to ease the suffering of millions of people. With the literal meaning of the word being to cleanse, Muslims believe that paying zakat purifies, increases, and blesses the remainder of their wealth. Zakat is also a spiritual connection to one's maker. To purify your wealth for the will of Allah is to acknowledge that everything we own belongs to Him, and it is for Him that we strive to end poverty and help our brothers and sisters all around the world. Zakat is utilized to help some of the world's poorest and most destitute communities. Your donations bring joy to these people and bring hope that one day they will be able to give rather than receive zakat. Now, what is zakat? Zakat is an Islamic finance term referring to the obligation that an individual has to donate a certain proportion of wealth each year to charitable causes. Zakat is a mandatory process for Muslims and is regarded as the form of worship. Giving away money to the poor is said to purify yearly earnings that are over and above what is required to provide the essential needs of a person or family. Why is zakat so important, you might ask? Its importance can be realized from the fact that in 82 verses of the Quran, zakat is associated with prayer. If social justice and compassion to fellow humans who are disadvantaged is one of the central themes in the message of Allah to humanity, then it is no wonder that zakat, like prayer and fasting, was also enjoined upon people of the past messengers. Now let's talk about the benefits of giving zakat. Number 1, it purifies your wealth as Allah says in the Quran. Secondly, it keeps one away from sin and saves the giver from a moral ill arising from the love and greed of wealth. Through zakat, the poor are cared for. These include widows, orphans, the disabled, and needy, and the destitute. Zakat is the right of the poor. Zakat is not considered a favor that is given to the poor by the rich. It is the right of the poor on the wealth of the rich, Allah says. Zakat, therefore, is unlike charity that is given to the needy voluntarily. Withholding zakat is considered depriving the poor of their due share. Thus, one who pays zakat actually purifies his wealth by separating from it the portion that belongs to the poor. Once in your lifetime, you've probably faced a morning when you look into the mirror and realize your life is missing something. You're off purpose. You know that you have so much in life to be grateful for, yet deep inside, you can sense a void in your life, which hints that you're disconnected from the meaning of life because you lack a high purpose in life. What is zakat and what is the importance of zakat in Islam? People spend their entire lives with the wrong idea of true happiness because happiness is not attained through self-gratification, but through dedication to a worthy purpose. When we lift up the lives of those drowned in poverty, sickness, and ones deprived of basic human rights, our quest for purpose and contentment comes to an end, as we get what we are looking for. To free ourselves from despair, it's important that we dedicate ourselves to free others from the pain and sufferings of life, and therefore make charity or zakat an everyday obligatory act. When each one of us will come forward and contribute a small proportion of our wealth for zakat, what tremendous amounts of good we would be doing for the society and its people. This is exactly what Islam teaches us. Islam is not only a religion, but a complete way of life. To succeed in the motto of making the world a better place and helping others, Islam has always emphasized charity and zakat. So what is zakat? Charity holds a great place in Islam. Therefore, it is made an obligation on Muslims in the form of zakat. Zakat is one of the major 5 pillars of Islam that helps to frame a Muslim life. It is mandatory to give zakat to those who are not wealthy enough. Zakat refers to purification of wealth. In particular, Muslims who have wealth over a certain ratio are bound to pay zakat on it and give it to those who are less fortunate and don't have sufficient means to live their lives in a standard way parallel to human dignity. We are obliged to pay zakat from our earned money and wealth. Zakat is so important and is obliged on all Muslims because it is basically practiced to help those in the society who are in most need. If a class of society keeps on gathering all the money and does not provide anything for anyone else, then the rest would stay in the same plight. And this is how society today is divided into many sections. Therefore, when the rich give zakat, it means that the ones who are not wealthy get a chance to enjoy a better lifestyle. Zakat leads to circulation of money. Zakat is a form of charity, and charitable deed means that money gets out of the hands of the rich and circulates into the whole economy. Wealth is perhaps one of the major elements that people love the most. Therefore, when a person gives from his or her wealth, it actually means that he or she loves the order of Allah more than their personal likings, and they are willing to sacrifice anything for the order of Allah. When it comes to paying zakat, there are many different misconceptions regarding it. Let's go through some of them. People often think zakat is to be paid in the month of Ramadan only. Ramadan is a month of being charitable. However, it in no way means that a Muslim must pay zakat in this month only. A Muslim can pay zakat all year around if an individual has the stability to do so. Another misconception related to zakat is that it is only liable for gold, which is wrong. The gold mentioned in the Quran and Hadith is just a standard and a unit of measurement. Therefore, anything, whether it is cash, silver, property, or other assets worth the same amount as the gold mentioned in Islam, it is liable for zakat. Many Muslims think that they cannot give zakat to their poor relatives, as they are a part of their family. The relatives are not in blood relation with us, such as parents, spouse, children, and siblings, but are eligible for zakat, should be paid with it. In conclusion, zakat is a mandatory practice of Islam, and the purpose of it is to help society share the endless bounty of Allah and give the unfortunate ones a better life. Therefore, every person must ensure that zakat is paid to the most deserving people. Our environment and the world in which we live and work in are mirrors of our attitudes, deeds, and what we are giving back every single day. Human life is not meant to be wasted in selfishness. It is meant to be dedicated to the good of others. To lead a purposeful and a worthy life, it's important we remain honest to ourselves and society. A person of high character is the one who serves his family, society, and its people. Give charity to zakat and empower others to have a better life. This is your host, Micah Nicole, and thank you for tuning in.